Hello. So this is a question from IPMAT Indore 2024 paper, QASA section. So the question is on simple and compound interest. Person A borrows 4,000 from another person B for duration of 4 years. He borrows a portion of it at 3% simple interest and the rest of it at 4% simple interest. So the interest rate is both simple in both the cases. And person B who lends the money gets 520 rupees after 4 years as total interest on the amount of 4,000 rupees that was given as loan. So now the question is, what portion of 4,000 was taken by A at 3% per annum interest? So there are two ways to solve this question. First is, of course, to make the equations. So we can assume out of 4,000 rupees, 100x rupees were taken as at 3% per annum simple interest at 4 years, and we can assume the rest 4,000 minus 100x. So this was taken at 4% per annum, and the time is 4 years again. So in both cases, the time is 4 years. So the interest that is accrued here and the interest that is accrued here, both of them, they should add up to 520 rupees. So at 3% per annum in 4 years, it will be 12%. So 12% of 100x, that will be 12x rupees. So the interest from this is 12x rupees in 4 years. Similarly, 4% in 4 years, that means 16% interest. So 16% of this money. So 16% of 4,000, that will be 640, minus 16% of 100 is 16x. So this is the total interest that B gets from the other amount. So total interest will be this much plus this much. Right? So if we add these two, so 12x plus 640 minus 16x, that should be the total interest that B receives, that is 520 rupees. So that is the equation that we get, and by solving this equation we'll get x, and if we get x we'll get this amount. We want the amount that was borrowed at 3%, so that was 100x. So by solving, if 520 comes to this side, so we'll get the difference, which is 120, and on that side it will be 4x. So by solving this we'll get x equal to 30. So if x is 30, that means the amount that was taken at 3% per annum simple interest will be 100 times 30. That is 3,000. So this is the answer to this question. So that is one way to solve. We can also solve this question using allegations, right? So let me discuss that part as well. So how do we solve this question using allegations? So the question is, we know what is the question. So how do we solve this question using allegations? So total 4,000 rupees was taken at loan. So I can assume the amount that was taken at 3% is A. Let us not assume A, because we already have the names of the persons as A and B. So the amount that was taken at 3%, let us say the amount is P, and the amount that was taken at 4%, let us say the amount is Q. Now, here the interest rate is 3%, here the interest rate is 4%, and the total interest that the person gets, that B gets, is 520 rupees on 4,000 rupees. So what is 520 in percentage terms? So we can say on an investment of 4,000, After 4 years, the person gets 520 rupees. So 4 years interest is, we can say, 13%. So what will be annual interest? 13 by 4, that will be 3.25%. So we can say on an average, B gets 3.25% interest per annum. He gives out two different amounts, one at 3%, one at 4%, and on an average, he gets 3.25% interest per annum. So we can write 3.25% here. So as we do in allegation, we will write the difference of this 0.25 here and the difference of this 0.75 here. So we can say the amount P and amount Q, these two will be in the ratio of 0.75 and 0.25, which is 3 by 1. So amount P and Q, they were divided in the ratio of 3 and 1. That means 4,000 rupees is divided in the ratio of 3 and 1. So that should be 3,000 for P and 1,000 for Q. So we needed to find the amount that was given at 3%. So that is 3,000. So that is the answer. Thank you.